I'm definitely giving witch vibes these days, which I love. I'm Aisha Awadallah. I live in Bed Stuy, Brooklyn with 3 cat babies, Xena, Nezuko, and Alex.
Hi. It's okay.
I adopted Xena first, like 10 years ago. It was a friend who had posted on Facebook that they found a kitten on the street being chased around by kids. And I was like, I've been wanting to get a kitten. This friend came over. They had Xena in the palm of their hand. And I was just like, oh my God, she's so gorgeous and cute. I guess I'm the mother to a kitten now. I had to bottle feed her and everything. She has grown into a lovely, luscious lady. She's very intuitive. Whenever I'm going through like an emotionally tough time, she is the most affectionate, and she will come up to me and give me these like deep, soulful eyes. Xena comes from Xena Warrior Princess, a great show in the 90s.
Only elder millennials would remember this.
Number 2 is Alex. I got him in Red Hook. He was a street cat. After work, I would walk by this abandoned car lot, and they had like a cat colony there that was being fed and maintained. But he like showed up one day and he was just like gorgeous, long-haired black cat. Super friendly. I ended up meeting one of the ladies who feeds the colony. She was like, oh, like someone just brought him here with a carrier and just dumped him. She was like, you should take him in because he's not going to survive this winter on the streets. I ended up rescuing him with my roommate at the time, and he just became part of the family. Alex gets his name. I don't even know what kind of trend I was going in, but I thought of like Alexander the Great. He is a very aloof cat. It's hard to read him sometimes. I like to think it's because he's just like super smart. He's good at understanding when I talk to him, and also really good at tricks. He's really great at like doing spins for me. And Alex is so enthusiastic. Sometimes he does the spin before I even like give him the prompt. Number 3 was Nezuko. And she is our most recent adoptee. And she also was through a friend of a friend. I think they were bodega kittens that needed a home. She's kind of like our baby because she's the first cat we've gotten to raise together as a couple. Nezuko is a little spitfire, but she's also just like very brave. We brought her once to the backyard of this bar that Ryan works at, and people were holding her, and she was like okay with that. And that was really great to see. I've never had a cat who was like, okay, yeah, like I guess I'm in this new environment. I'm just gonna adapt. I got her name from an anime, Demon Slayer. It's one of my favorites, and Nezuko is one of my favorite characters. The cat dynamics are tricky because it's 3 cats, and so like we're still figuring it out. Nezuko and Alex get along the most. Alex has kind of taken her in under his wing. Xena, on the other hand, since she is like the top queen of the house, she is still adjusting. Hopefully they'll all be like besties one day, but if not, you know, that's okay. I understand they're cats.
Do you have a controversial cat opinion?
Owning an animal or a pet should be more accessible. Sometimes online I see rescue groups who really like dehumanize people who have given them up to shelters. Sometimes I see comments like people are like, oh my God, this person's a monster. And I grew up low income, you know, I understand like sometimes vet visits are like really expensive. Getting spayed and neutered, that's also a really expensive process. Cat food, medications, it's a privilege, one, to not only own a pet, but also own a healthy pet. But it's something that a lot of people don't have access to. Their priorities are sometimes survival. It's like I put food on my table, I put food in my kids' mouths, and then my pet is the last priority. And not to say that's good. No, I just wish that it wasn't a choice that people had to make. There can be a lot of entitlement in like cat friendly or cat loving spaces. That kind of drives me insane.
Do you want to know if you have any cat art in your home?
I got this on the street. Someone threw it away and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's...
It's like me and my cat.
You could not let that run away.
It's like a little sculpture. I think it's from Mexico. Oh, this one over here. That is from the tattoo shop I used to work at. Oh, and this one. Uncomfortable, but also a bitch. That one I got from an artist on Instagram. She does a lot of like really awesome queer art, and I think this is supposed to be like a PMS like analogy. Yeah. This is my bedroom. I have like this like shrine area or like altar, and that is a picture of Tigger who passed away 2 years ago. I opened it and tried to put it on a cat once. It's like from Japan.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was okay. Nezuko, I was able to put it on her because she is like the most handable cat. But everyone else, nah. Luna from Sailor Moon, which is another anime. And I have this like anime cat from X, which is one of my favorite animes growing up. I also have this cat picture over here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How many litter boxes do you have and where do you keep them?
Okay, I have quite a few. I have one here. That's for the studio because sometimes we just need to like separate cats, whether that's for medication or putting them in the carrier. So we'll just keep them in here sometimes. We have one in our bedroom. I have one here in this little corner. The main used one would be this one. As you can see, it was freshly.
Freshly used.
Yeah. And then we have another one. This one Xena uses mostly. I'm trying to figure out if I want to move it because I don't know if it's making her more territorial having the litter box here through this like hallway.
What kind of litter do you use?
I use Chewy brand,
Right.
Frisco.
Okay.
I like Chewy a lot. Their customer service is pretty dope.
Yeah.
And they just send us the 40-pounder, which is like the best when you have 3 cats. We empty the bag out in here. And then we have this.
Oh, okay.
And then we can just like scoop it out.
Yeah.
So we're not like always lifting a heavy bag over. We got this separator when we got Nezuko. You know, part of the like Jackson Galaxy method of introducing cats slowly. One of the steps is like having them see each other through something without being able to get at each other. So we got this on Amazon for like $15 or something. Spaceship backpacks.
Yeah.
That's her cute little harness. And then we have a little towel because it could get cold.
Where did you get your cat trees?
This one I got on Craigslist 10 years ago. Someone, their dad made it for them. It's one of a kind. And this one we got on Facebook Marketplace. This one, as you see, is like pretty old. And that one, I think I might have gotten it when someone was like throwing away a bunch of cat things. I like to get repurposed cat furniture instead of buying new, just because, you know, it's better for the environment. And then also just like people end up giving away a lot of cat things. Because cats are also very particular.
And they use this little stepper here.
Yeah, this is Alex and Nezuko are the ones that use it the most because I feel like Xena just isn't brave enough to jump up on it.
Well, has anybody had an accident?
No, thank God. I just have to trust them that they're like amazing acrobatic cats. They usually like come up through here and then jump up. And then sometimes they sleep up here too. This was a kitten-sized one.
Wow.
Because she was so small she couldn't like jump up on the bed, you know? But yeah, she still uses it. It's cute. So 1, 2, and then we have 3 in the living room.
Gotcha. Impressive.
Yeah, so 5 cat trees. This is my studio. I'm an artist.
And they hang out with you in here?
Yeah, so they have their own perch over here as well. And sometimes they're just like sit on the desk as well while we're working.
Demonstration.
Yeah. He's also an escape artist. That's one thing I forgot to mention. He loves to, when we open a door sometimes, try to find his way outside. I don't think he's ever gotten the Red Hook streets out of his system. One time he like was missing for a little bit and that was really scary. That's our water dish. That also was inherited.
And then you have another water here.
Another water fountain there.
How many water fountains do you have?
I think we have 3.
Where's the third one?
The third one is in the bedroom by my makeup station.
You guys are on top of it. What do you feed the cats? What's their diet?
They love food.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So I do a mix, kind of keep it in the budget. So like I do a mix of just like traditional Friskies pate. She's a fan. This kitty gone wild.
Yeah.
Or salmon. They love this stuff. So I do that and then they do like a hard food with the auto feeder. That's like to prevent them from waking us up in the morning.
You know what? It's the best trick in the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Get an auto feeder for just their morning snack.
These spirals, the cats love them. Nezuko definitely, but I still get a reaction from the older ones sometimes.
No?
No. I'm gonna try this one. Oh my God. It's like a little plastic finger trap kind of thing.